I'm back with another video. Hopefully my last video, but I can't say for sure if it's the last video because I don't know when I don't know if I ever get paid. At this point, I'm starting to think. If I do get paid, it'll have to be some other kind of way. So I'm gonna see if I can charge my phone. As you can see where I'm at. For the last video, this might be the last one. I'm not even gonna say it's the last one. It might be the last one. But you can see where I'm at. This probably where it started. Now I haven't seen nothing. But just from listening to the old tape recordings, this is probably where things started, right? The fitting room. I don't even do butt shows in the fitting room no more. I don't even do them in the fitting room no more. But back in the day, a long time ago, I used to do them in the fitting room sometimes. So, but this is probably where they started doing them comparisons at in the fitting rooms. Because at first they was, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. It could have been a clone in the fitting room. For all I know, I don't know if they really was. I don't know if it was really me in the damn fitting room or not. For all I know, it could have been a fucking clone in the fucking fitting room. For all I know. Now I'm up in Coles. So I'm gonna title this video "The Discussion." Because if they ain't having the discussion at this point, they ain't gonna never have one. Or when they do have one, it'll be too late. Probably, So, as you can see, I can't even make a damn video in the fitting room. People walk in and out the motherfucking fitting room. But I think the first time I heard a recording when people was talking, I think I titled it "The Discussion." But this was way before I even knew anything about it. But they just was talking so loud to where I couldn't help but to start listening to what they were saying. I don't know what the fuck they were saying back then. But I just remember I was at a hotel. I was doing a butt show in the hotel for the housekeeper. And next thing I know, all the housekeepers just come right outside my door and just start having a whole big ass discussion about the bus show. They just talking about it. So I remember I titled that video "The Discussion." That was the first time I ever listened to them. Was trying to listen to what people were saying about your butt show or something. So, so literally back to the start, back to where it started, the fitting room and the discussion. So I ain't trying to make no more videos after this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what let me try to just cover everything. Hashtag cover. Let me try to cover everything, so I won't even be tempted to make another fucking video. Let me try to make sure I cover everything. It's probably be a long video, cause people got no excuse for still, like, I still ain't got $1 from nobody. Do I need to spell it out? Do I need to say all the ways I could get paid? Do I need to spell that out? They got Cash App. They got Cash Money in person. All these motherfuckers in Indianapolis know who I am. They walk right past me every day. So that's 2 ways. Cash Money. Yeah, like the record label in Louisiana, Cash Money Records. That's the second way. The first way, what was the first way? Cash App. Cash Money. That's the second way. What's the third way? Somebody just hand you a fucking check. You know what I'm saying? That's the third way. What's the fourth way? Oh, the little GoFundMe accounts and shit. That's the fourth way. So that's 4 ways right there you could easily get paid. 4 ways. Somebody could just give you a check. They could all just Cash App you. They could all just set up a GoFundMe account. Or they could all just give you Cash Money in person. That's 4 different ways right there you could get paid easy. And you still ain't got $1 from nobody. When I say you still ain't close to getting paid, it's still to the point to where if I even talk to somebody, they'll tell me they don't even know who I am. So how the fuck anybody gonna pay you when they can't even acknowledge you? They still ain't got to that point yet. They still ain't got to the point to where they'll tell you they know you who you is. That's how I know I ain't nowhere close to getting paid, because you're not even close to getting acknowledged. It's not even one person. Well, I can't say literally one person. Okay, Candy acknowledged you. Candy told you she know who you is. Z acknowledged you. Z told you she know who you is. Now, ain't that already obvious? When can't nobody acknowledge me? The few people who the few people who can acknowledge me, it's people who got a whole movie with me, and people, people who got Super Bowl signs and stuff like that. Candy got big signs, and Z's sister got a whole movie. So it's not surprising that those the only 2 people that can acknowledge me, the only 2 women. It's not surprising. It ain't surprising. You see how obvious even the part when I say they can't even acknowledge me yet, even that's obvious. Because the few people that can acknowledge me, you know what I'm saying? And you can't say it's cause you can't say you can't say Z's sister. Let me call her Z. You can't say, well, Z only acknowledged him because she got a whole movie with him. Well, she didn't know about the movie when she did that. When she was talking to me in the Family Dollar, she didn't know we had a movie then. Candy didn't know either. Candy ain't know about the Super Bowl when she texted me. She didn't know I had a chihuahua named Candy. And that's really my favorite pet, because I can even prove that's my favorite pet because like when you go to a website and they ask you for like a security question and they give you like these little answers and they say, "What's your favorite school? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite pet?" I always put candy. Way before this. Years ago, I always used to put candy. So, that's really been my favorite pet. I used to love that Chihuahua. You know? And I can prove that with security questions on websites that I didn't put in. So, but for some reason, whenever those security questions it's like they be still not working sometimes. I don't know why. Like sometimes they'll ask me, "What city were you born in?" And I'll put Baton Rouge, and they'll still say I'm wrong. Like what the fuck? So I think that stuff be tripping sometimes. Yeah, still say your security question wrong. How the fuck my security question wrong? How can Baton Rouge be wrong? I know I ain't put no other city in there.
How's it going? How's it going?
So yeah, this gonna be a long video because I want to cover everything. This gonna be a long discussion. The title of this video is the discussion. I don't plan on making no more videos. I can't say for sure, but I don't plan on making no more. So I already gave them 4 ways that they could pay me. 4 different ways. And you ain't gotta know me and you ain't gotta personally know me to pay me. Do y'all have to personally know those other celebrities? Do y'all personally know the other celebrities that y'all be paying? So don't tell me, oh well, one of his friends or one of his family members gotta get him paid. Shit, y'all don't tell that to the other celebrities. Do the other celebrities need their family or their friends to get paid? So ain't no excuse for this shit. It don't matter if I ain't got no friends or no family to tell me nothing. Do the other celebrities need their friends to get them paid? Do the other celebrities need their family to get them paid? I don't need my friends and my family for y'all to get the entertainment, right? So why it gotta be all this process to get me paid for the shit? You know, I don't want to pick on nobody, but I'm just, I'm not even gonna say nobody's name, but just any big celebrity. Do y'all have to personally know him to fill up his damn bank account? So it don't matter if people don't personally know me. They didn't have to personally know me to enjoy all that entertainment off my website. But now to pay me, oh well, I don't know him. That ain't my problem. I ain't steal his money. Yeah, you did steal it. Y'all all was in that shit together. I ain't the only celebrity who don't like their family or who not cool with their family. I ain't the only celebrity who ain't cool with their family. And I just gave you 4 ways to pay me. 4 ways. I might as well charge this phone while I'm sitting here too. I might as well, because I'm right here. Ain't no point in letting the battery go. Might as well charge the phone while I'm sitting here. Yeah. I mean, I'm tired of stealing food out the store every day. Do people know how stressful that is being a celebrity? Having to go steal food out the fucking store every day. Look at this shit. I'm gonna just show people how real this shit is. Look at this shit I had to steal out the store. Look at this shit. I'm the fucking real king, and this how the fuck I gotta eat. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with eating this shit when you young and you on the grind trying to come up. It ain't nothing wrong with eating this type of shit. But not when you done already made $1 billion, not when you 38 years old and you done already made $1 billion and entertained everybody. This ain't what you supposed to be eating. Like I said, it ain't what you do. It's what you expected to do. It ain't what you have. It's what you expected to have. So somebody working at McDonald's when they 22 is way different than working at McDonald's when they 42. So eating this stuff when you 17 or 22 is way different than eating it when you 38. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with eating this type of stuff. It just depends on, how old you is and who you is. It depends on what stage, what part of your life you at. In this part of my life, I shouldn't be eating this shit. So it ain't nothing wrong with this stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with somebody eating this shit. It just depends on what situation you in. And at this point in my life, I shouldn't be eating this bullshit. And then I gotta go steal it out the fucking stove. Yeah, when you young, you could eat all that junk food. I'm gonna be 40 years old in 2 years. Nigga, I'm supposed to be eating that stuff at this late. Nigga, I'm supposed to be eating shit like that at this point. The fuck? Then when you a fucking real king and it's obvious. It's obvious you a real king. And it's obvious you done made $1 billion. And I gotta go steal food out the store? Like, the only way people wouldn't get charged for this shit is if they just don't know about it. So if you listen to this video, you already charged. If you listen to any of the videos, if you put it like this, anybody who know about this shit, they gonna be accountable for it. Only way somebody ain't accountable for this situation is if they don't know nothing about it. That's how bad you being done. That's how bad I'm being done. To where only people who ain't gonna get to where the only people who this ain't gonna count against is people who just don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I know I ain't nowhere close to getting paid because I ain't even nowhere close to, they ain't even acknowledged me yet. When I say I'm not even getting acknowledged, meaning people still will lie. People, even now, even today, people will still lie and tell me they don't even know who I am. When this thing got this bad. And then when I know the only few women that will acknowledge me and tell me they know who I am is Candy and Z. And those are people with big signs. So that tells you right there, the signs is true. The signs is just too obvious. See how embarrassing it is? Z acknowledged me. She can talk to me. She can really talk to me. And then we find out we got a whole movie together. Oh, no wonder Z can talk to me like that. You see how elementary this is? I know the king's little girl can understand this. No wonder Z can talk to John like that. No wonder Z can talk to the king. No wonder she ain't got to pretend she don't know who he is. They got a whole damn movie together. No wonder Candy can text John and tell him she know who he is. They got a whole fucking Super Bowl sign. And his chihuahua was named Candy. His favorite pet. Oh, no wonder. You see how elementary this is? So I know y'all get it because it's elementary. I know y'all get it. When I say I know y'all get it, man, the king's little girl can understand this. It's that simple. That's why I say the only way you don't go down with the crowd is if you don't know nothing about it. Cause it's too simple. It's too elementary. I don't have to wonder if y'all get it, cause it's too simple. Now you see why I don't need to see nothing? It's too damn simple. I don't need to see it and I already know. It's too elementary. So I mean, obviously, if they can't even tell you they know who you is, they not gonna pay you. Which is why I'm already like, well, maybe you get paid some other type of way. Cause these people still can't even tell you they know who you is. And then they attack Z and Candy, so they won't say nothing else to you. And then, let's start talking about the little butt whipping stuff because, see, people be thinking, I'm gonna explain this all the way. I'm not gonna go into the butt whipping because I never do that. I never talk about it like that. But I will like explain a certain part of it. And from my understanding. Cause when people be thinking cause I ain't seen nothing, that I'm like talking at a disadvantage. And to some degree, I probably am, but it doesn't matter. Know why? Because this shit is elementary. So let me go into the butt whooping a little bit and fully explain to people, fully explain to the women and the men why I be saying the stuff I be saying. Because I'm not saying this shit no more. So y'all better pay attention to this video because I'm not finna keep saying this stuff. You better pay attention to this video. If you don't pay attention to no other video, you better pay attention to this one. This one called The Discussion. When I be saying I need to get to my best, it's not fair. I ain't never get to my best. I ain't have my money. I ain't have no money. When I be saying that stuff and y'all say, well, we saw her pack with money. Well, you got blew out, so it don't matter if you get to your best. Let me go ahead and explain to people why they wrong. When I say I need to get to my best, I'm not saying I need to get to my best to win the comparison. I'm not saying if I get to my best, I might could win the comparison. I don't be saying let me get to my best to win the comparison. So I'm saying I don't be asking for money to win the comparison. I know I still lose the damn comparison. Do y'all understand that? I know I will still lose the comparison. But this is why I say I need to get to my best. It's because, look, all right, when most girls, now you know I've done a lot of bus shows, right? When most girls just do one show, and every now and then somebody do 2 shows. Marsha did 5. When most girls, well, pretty much all the girls, don't get ugly at all, Candy got a little ugly. At a time when everybody was pretty much frozen, Z was hot. Now, what do those 3 girls have in common? They all got those big signs, right? Marsha, Candy, and Z. Marsha got a whole movie. Z got a whole movie. And Candy, your favorite pet. You see how simple this is? Y'all see how elementary this is? I know y'all get it. Do I need to say that again? See, this is at a time when these girls done seen too much and they know too much. So that's why they all frozen. And Z was still hot. See what I'm saying? When most girls 9 out of 10 girls do 1 show. Sometimes I get a girl to do 2 shows. Marsha did 5 shows. When nobody be getting ugly at my bus shows, Candy was actually kind of ugly. She was definitely kind of ugly. Now maybe she get more ugly with a bigger butt, but she was kind of ugly at my butt show. So you see how elementary this is? You see how simple this shit is? That's why I don't need to see nothing. It's already too simple. See what I'm saying? So that's why I say, if I get to my best with those girls, you might already be good enough to where they don't need to try those other people if they just have you at your best with money. See what I'm saying? Because that's the way I look at it. Like, okay, if I got Marsha, if Marsha was the girl that did 5 shows when everybody else did 1 show or 2 shows, and you wasn't even at your best, and you didn't have no money. So what? So you trying to say how y'all know Marsha wouldn't have been good? How y'all know Marsha wouldn't have been satisfied if you just got to your best and got your money? How y'all know that? Cause she already did 5 shows when you didn't have no money and you wasn't at your best. See what I'm saying? I'm not saying you would still lose, but she might not need the other to try nobody else. She might not be worried about nobody else. See what I'm saying? Same thing with Candy and Z. Now, once you go and mess with the girls, now they like damaged. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, it might not be that. It might not be like that now because I don't know what y'all done did to them. But I'm talking about if y'all wouldn't have messed with them. See what I'm saying? Y'all would never know that because y'all ain't. You see how simple this shit is so simple. You know. So that's why I be saying I didn't get to my best. I didn't get my money. None of that stuff. And I know for sure that when a girl know too much, it affects how she see the person. Like it affects the bus show and everything. I know what they know mentally affects the bus show. You know what I'm saying? I know that for sure because uh, this was way before. This was like 2019 when I was on tour. I was in Walmart somewhere in Louisiana, and this girl who worked at Walmart, she was working at Walmart. I seen her coming down the aisle or whatever, and she looked at me, and then I turned on the aisle, and this girl thought I was going to give her a butt show, but I didn't. For some reason, I didn't give her a butt show. When this girl passed by, this girl already looked ugly without a butt show. Just from thinking she finna get a butt show, she already looked ugly. I didn't get her on camera. That's the one girl I should have got on camera. But I saw it with my own eyes, so I know. This girl was already ugly. She was in Walmart uniform. She didn't even see nothing and was already ugly without seeing nothing at all. Now, how y'all think she got ugly? It was from the mental. Just thinking about it got her ugly. This is a fact. Now, she might not have been as ugly as they be on the other people, but the girl expression looked like somebody who was crying. You know how a girl look when she crying? It looked like she was crying, but with no tears coming down. That's how her face looked. It looked like she was breaking. It looked like she was crying, but it was no tears. That's exactly how her face looked. And I looked up and I saw her, and she looked at me, and she thought she was going to get a bus show because she looked at me from down the aisle, and I turned the corner, and she thought once she got down to my aisle that she was going to see the bus show, but I didn't show it to her. Just from her thinking about it, just from her knowing she about to see it, got her face like that. So that tells me already that what the girl thinking about plays a part in it. So if she already thinking you a zero, that's gonna affect it. That's gonna have a big impact if the girl already thinking you a zero. See what I'm saying? So if they start, now you see why I say they be brainwashing the girls. When they convince the girl already that you a zero, it's gonna affect how she see it. But see, in 2019, I guess they wasn't convinced already. Now they like already convinced. So that was without money. So, damn, this video 30 minutes already? Oh my goodness. I'm probably going to have to do a part 2. Time going fast as fuck. So what I'm saying is, basically what I'm saying with these bus shows, Candy, Marshall, and people like that, Candy, Marshall, Z, those people shouldn't be doing, those are the people who should try you first. Because obviously, okay, if all the girls, if 9 out of 10 girls be doing one show, and maybe 1 out of 10 do 2 shows, and Marshall did 5, well, she the last person that need to be experimenting, right? Because it sounds like she whooped easier. It sounds like she'll take a whooping easier. Which means why she should try you first. See what I'm saying? Which means why she should try you. Which means why you should, you should get money, get your money, get to your best, and then she try you. Try to be with you and see if maybe she don't need to do, maybe she happy already. Maybe she'd be happy just being the queen, being with your millions of dollars and you at your best. Maybe she'd be happy with that. Maybe, see what I'm saying? Same thing with Candy and Z. These other girls can't even talk to you. They gotta pretend they don't even know who you is. Candy and Z can talk to you. And Marsha probably can talk to you too, but if she would have, you know what I'm saying? In 2019, Marsha probably could have talked to you. Marsha probably would have talked to you. And then I can go off energy too. Like Hobby Lobby, that girl had her energy was like crazy. See what I'm saying? She had that vibe that I be looking for. And it was some other girls, but I ain't for the, You know what I'm saying? Because as far as I'm concerned, when I say I should have been paid, man, obviously if I was single for 10 years, you could already say I should have really been paid before the exes. Because I was single for 10 years before the exes. So you could say I should have really been paid before the exes. So the exes was Philadelphia, right? Because that's what I heard about exes in Philadelphia. So you can easily say in Philadelphia, I should have really, really been paid. I should have really, really got paid in Philadelphia. So that's how far off y'all is. That's how late y'all is. When you can say I should have really, really been paid in Philadelphia, and I'm not exaggerating. And then I'm pretty sure I should have been paid before Chelsea. I'm pretty sure. Know why? Because of where I met her at. I met her in a damn plasma center. See, a smart person would know. If you met Chelsea in a plasma center, you should have already got paid. You should have been got paid before Chelsea. Because look where you met her at, in the plasma center. See, a smart person would know. If you met that girl in the plasma center and she that special, that tell you right there you should have already been paid. See, smart people know. You can tell where I met Chelsea at. That tell you right there I should have already got paid before Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? The plasma center. See what I'm saying? Now let me break that down in case people don't get it. The plasma center, bruh. You got to be real broke to go to the plasma center. You know, you got to be broke to go to the plasma center, and it's not healthy. People just go to the plasma center when they really need some money, like some type of emergency shit, or when they maybe somebody will go there for like a few weeks or something, just to get just to get a little extra money. But most people not going to no plasma center if they already got money. That's only for people who something happened or something, they they short on some money for a bill or something, and they might go once or twice. But you know, come on now, the plasma center. You know, if I met that girl in the plasma center, I should have already got paid. You know why I met her? You know why I had to meet her in the plasma center? Because I already know I couldn't have met her nowhere else because I hadn't got paid. That's why I know I should have already got paid. See, if I would already had money and Chelsea in Baton Rouge and I'm in Baton Rouge, I could have met that girl anywhere because Chelsea was so pretty. It was like love at first sight with Chelsea. She was that pretty. So I didn't have to meet her in no damn plasma center. The reason why I met her in the plasma center is because y'all didn't pay me yet. See, if y'all had already paid me, then I could have met Chelsea in the mall. I could have met Baton Rouge ain't that big. Baton Rouge is small. So I could have easily met her somewhere else in Baton Rouge. The reason I met her in that plasma center is because y'all never paid me yet. That tell you right there, I should have been got paid before Chelsea. So you screwed over Chelsea a long time ago. You know, that's the first thing. So I just want people to understand how far they messed up. Because they be thinking because people got signs that this was meant to happen. I told you, just because you see a sign don't mean it was meant to happen. It's like a GPS. Everywhere you go, you're going to see signs. That don't mean you went the right way. And you want to ask, well, why so many girls got signs if only one of them could be the queen? Well, look what the fuck happened. Don't you think I need signs? Don't you think I need a lot of girls with signs? Because of all the shit they doing? You know, why you think it started off with just one girl with a sign? And now it's a bunch of them. Well, yeah, okay, now you got your answer. Because at first it was just Chelsea. It was just Chelsea. But once y'all screwed over her, well, now a bunch of girls got to have signs because we already seen what had happened if just one girl have a sign. See what I'm saying? Now you see why it's a lot of girls with the signs now? Because the Most High, like, well, I already saw what they did when it was just one girl. So now I got to give him a lot of women with signs. Because when it was just Chelsea, look what they did. They done everything behind his back. And, you know, y'all know what y'all did with Chelsea. They didn't even pay him, so I had to let him meet her in the plasma center. That's the only place that I would have been comfortable to talk to her, is in the plasma center. I wouldn't have had the confidence to walk up to her in the mall if I'm broke. I would have had to have money. So if I had money, I could meet her anywhere. Money give you that confidence. If you that broke, you ain't finna walk up to no girl that pretty in the mall or in Walmart or somewhere. You know, you ain't finna walk up to no girl that pretty if you broke. See what I'm saying? So you gotta talk to her in the plasma center. And I was even nervous in the plasma center. She know I was nervous. She could see it on the computer. She couldn't even screen me. I was so nervous. She had to go get another girl to do it. So that's why it's so many girls with a sign now. That's why it's like multiple girls with a sign. Because when we already tried it with one girl and we saw what happened. So, you know. So when I say people fucked up, they fucked up way before Chelsea. That was like 2014. The public fucked up way back then. So they just fucked up worse and worse, basically. Worse and worse. And how was I gonna do anything? I didn't know nothing at all. I didn't know what the fuck was going on at Chelsea's time. You know, but she was still nice. She used to still talk to me in the plasma center. And then when a few years later, when I put that rap album out, she said she was gonna be in my rap video. You know, but I ain't never get to do the rap video because I ain't even had no money to do it. So, you know, I was thinking, man, I know this album go hard as fuck. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get paid that year. Man, I ain't know they was all stealing my album. I know that album went hard as fuck. I remember when it first came out, Kevin Gates had just dropped his album, and I used to just ride around and just swap out the CDs. I put my CD in, listen to the whole thing, and then put his CD in and listen to the whole thing. I couldn't even decide which one was better, cause I think he had Isla at that time. Yeah, it was the Isla CD. I put my CD in. I ride around Baton Rouge, listen to my own CD, take my CD out, then put his CD in, listen to his whole CD, and I just keep playing them back and forth. I couldn't even decide which one was better. You know what I'm saying? Cause that Isla CD, I think that was his best CD. I think that was Kevin Gates' best CD. And it came out around the same time my album came out. Yeah, this was 2016. So this would probably be like this might be like a hour and a half video. Cause I'm trying to save everything so I don't have to make another one. So I don't even want to make another one. I'm trying to take them to school fully. Get them fully educated. But you know, just to let people know how far they fucked up. You know, that's why I say like, people don't need to know everything. Some stuff people just don't need to know or don't need to see. You see what I'm saying? Some stuff, like the recent tape recordings, I don't even really like listening to them. They already taking some of the entertainment off of that stuff, cause it's like they going too far with it. I could tell just from the tape recorder, that butt whipping entertainment stuff, it already ain't the same. Even when I'm single, it already ain't the same because they just going too far with it. Like they really, really know too much now. Like goddamn. I think after the exes, we already know. Even I knew for sure after the exes in Philadelphia that you gonna stay single if you don't get no money. Now Danielle was kind of unexpected, but you know, for the most part, you're gonna stay single unless you get unless something like unexpected like Danielle happened. You know. But you know, you can't say just because Danielle was gonna talk to me that I won't stay single, because that was just Danielle got a big ass sign, so we know why she did that. Come on now, Danielle got signs. She got big signs. I'm not even finna say all of them, but she wasn't just no random person who did that. And they didn't even let her talk to you when she was finna talk to you with no money. Now, if Danielle, if I know she got big signs, look how elementary this is. If I know this girl got big signs, she already seen all the exes. It was after the exes. She got big signs. And she was finna talk to you just with an empty apartment? Danielle was finna talk to you just with that? So what she would have did if you would have been at your best with millions of dollars? See, we never know if she would have been happy or not. We never know if she would have been satisfied or not. So, you know, people like Candy and Marsha and Z, those are not the people to be experimenting on. Those are my people. See what I'm saying? Those people gonna get whooped easier. So why would you experiment with them? They meant for me. If they meant for the person who can't even do the butt whooping, why would you use them to do the experiments with? If they meant for the person who can't even do the damn butt whooping, that's who y'all experiment on? If Marsha, Candy, and Z, and Danielle, if those girls are meant for the person, if those girls are meant for the king, And the king can't even do the damn butt whooping. Why the fuck would y'all experiment? Why would y'all use those girls to experiment with? See what I'm saying? When you know the king can't even do it. I mean, this is just common sense. If the king can't even do the butt whooping, and these girls are meant for the king, what does that tell you? Well, they probably get whooped easier, right? Because they meant for the king. Which explains why Marsha did 5 shows. Which explains why Candy was the one who got a little ugly. Which explains why Z was still hot when all the other girls was froze. Which explains why Danielle was gonna move in with you with just an empty apartment when the other girls ain't want nothing to do with you at that time. You see how simple this is? Now y'all see how much y'all fucked up? And see, when you didn't even let none of them try, it ain't nothing y'all could say, cause y'all didn't let none of them try, and you didn't pay me no money. Yeah, well, Danielle was gonna try without money. What they do? They probably stalked her. They probably stalked the girl. If they meant for me, that mean they need to try me first, cause they probably get whipped easier. If they meant for the king, they probably get whipped easier. Marsha probably easier to whip than the other women, cause she meant for the king. Same thing with Candy and Z, you know, they meant for the king. Same thing with Chelsea. Chelsea probably get whipped easier than the average woman because she meant for the king. So you're not proving nothing whipping my women. Those are women that's meant for the king, and you know the king can't even do the butt whooping. So the only experiment they need to do is let the king get to his best, give him his money, and see if those girls will be happy with him. But y'all never did that. Come on, man, this is too simple. I know the kings of the girl can understand this. And at this point, I might have to just be with the kings of the girl. The way y'all done already damaged my women. Yeah, unless I do like Eddie Murphy did on Coming to America and go to a country where the women don't even know about the butt whooping. And that's, I'm pretty sure most countries know about it, but they might have a poor country or something where the women don't have, where the women don't, where the women are like poor or some shit and they don't have TVs and phones and shit. Any country that got cell phones, you know they didn't saw it. You know they know. But they got a few countries that don't even got internet. So they do have a small percentage of women on this planet who don't know about the butt whooping. So, I'm not saying I'm gonna go to another country where they don't have no internet and they don't know about it and try to find a woman like that. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but I'm saying at this point I might have to consider that. I might have to consider that shit. It's done got that bad. I might have to consider going to a country where they really poor, where the women are really poor and they don't have no internet, don't have no phones and stuff, and pick a woman over there who don't know about all this stuff. Because these women over here, they know too much now. These women, they know too much at this point. It's going to be real hard with these women. They know too much now. If I know too much just from listening to the tape recorder And I know they probably know more than I know. Fuck. I know too much. And I ain't even seen nothing yet. And I know too much. I know they know too much just from the tape recorder. I mean, they know so much to the point to where they taking some of the embarrassment off of it. Y'all already, I mean, they didn't already took some of the embarrassment off of it because they telling them too much to where it won't even be that embarrassing no more. So when I ain't even got to see it yet, they already starting to take some of the embarrassment off of it. You know? So when it was super embarrassing, all I could do was listen to it. That's all I could do was listen to it when it was super embarrassing. It's starting to not be that embarrassing no more because they know too much. They ain't really need to know all that. They need to, after the 9-year-old boys, they should have definitely stopped. They should have definitely stopped after that. And that was earlier, that was at the beginning of the year. So that's why I say, why was they doing something with Z? Why is they bringing Marshall back? Like, why is they still doing stuff? You know, so like I said, when I still ain't got to see nothing yet, when they still ain't showed me nothing, I know it's at a time when they taking some of the embarrassment off of it. So it ain't gonna be the same when I see it. It ain't gonna be as entertaining when I finally get to see it. So if you did show me now, it would be kind of late already. It would really be kind of late. It wouldn't be the same. You know, it would be like the equivalent of you playing an old video game system. Like, you know, like let's say like how I was talking about the PlayStation in the last video. For example, like it would be like the equivalent of playing the PlayStation 2 right now compared to playing it back when it was popular. It's the same thing, right? But if you played it back when it was popular, you would enjoy it way more than if you play the PlayStation 2 now, right? It'd be like y'all giving me a PlayStation 2, but when it was popular, y'all wouldn't let me play it. But y'all giving it to me now when it ain't. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it would still be kind of entertaining, but it wouldn't be as entertaining as it was when the PlayStation 2 was popular. It'd be like giving me an iPhone 7 or something. Yeah, that iPhone 7 was off the chain when it came out, but now it ain't all that no more now. See what I'm saying? Because we on iPhone 13 now. If y'all understand the analogy, it'd be like when PlayStation 2 was out, everybody was playing it, and y'all just had me sitting outside the door listening to y'all play it. But now, since it ain't that popular no more, since we on PlayStation 5 now, now y'all want to let me play the PlayStation 2. Now y'all want to let me see the fucking comparisons and shit when it ain't that embarrassing no more. And they still ain't letting me see it. They still won't let me see nothing. When I know it ain't even that embarrassing no more because they know too much. They still won't let me see nothing. So that would be like saying you still won't let me play the PlayStation 2. You still don't want me to have an iPhone 7. That would be like saying that. The public's so evil. People so fucked up over this. It would be like saying they don't even want me to play the PlayStation 2 when they got the PlayStation 5 now. It would be like saying they don't even want me to get the iPhone 7 when they got the iPhone 13 now. Cause I can tell from the tape recorder that stuff ain't gonna hit the same when they know that much. See what I'm saying? They should have really just stopped after the 9-year-old boys. And I shouldn't have been broke while they play with 9-year-old boys. I should have already been paid. Who thought it was a good idea to have me still broke? Why they mess with 9-year-old boys? If they want to play with 9-year-old boys, if they want to experiment with 9-year-old boys just for entertainment, that's cool. But I ain't have to be broke for that. I ain't gotta be broke while y'all play with 9-year-old boys. The fuck I gotta be broke for that for? Why in the hell would I have to be broke while they playing with 9-year-old boys? It's not like I'm trying to talk to a 9-year-old girl. So why in the world would I need to be broke for that? I'm not even trying to talk to a 9-year-old girl. So why do I need to be broke while y'all play with 9-year-old boys? You see why it make no sense at all? They still had me broke. They still had me homeless on the streets while they playing with 9-year-old boys. No excuse at all for that. I wasn't even trying to talk to no 9-year-old girl. So you know for sure I ain't need to be broke for that. At least with Marsha in Sacramento Queen with the exes, you could say, well, he was trying to talk to them. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why we didn't want to show him nothing while they look at his ex, while they look at their ex. Even though that was bad enough. But damn, I wasn't trying to talk to no 9-year-old girl. Why I needed to be broke for that? Who can explain me being broke? Why they mess with a 9-year-old boy? I wasn't trying to talk to no 9-year-old girl. So you know for sure I ain't need to be broke while they did that. They really, really ain't had no excuse for stealing my money when they got to the 9-year-old boys. That's when you know they really, really went too far. Who can explain that shit? And they still got me broke. They still won't pay me no money. People still won't stop. They still won't stop. So, almost an hour. Yeah, this is where it started at, in the fitting rooms. I remember I used to go in the fitting rooms in San Antonio and get a little women, little butt shows. I didn't even know they was comparing me at that point. But like I said, I can't do that shit no more. I ain't got the mental health. My mental health can't handle that shit no more. I can't stand in these fitting rooms no more. I mean, I used to go back up in here. I used to strip butt naked and just wait for the woman to come and look, you know, so I could see her reaction. Yeah. But sometimes they would take like 30 minutes just to come up in here and look. And I'm just standing in the fitting room for like 30 minutes waiting. Man, when is woman gonna come back? When is woman gonna come and get the fucking clothes from back here? So I remember sometimes it used to take them a whole fucking hour. Sometimes some women used to take a whole damn hour to come back here and get the clothes out the fitting room and see my butt show. But now I ain't fit to stand here a whole hour like that waiting for that shit. See, I didn't know I was even famous at that point. Yeah, I couldn't do that today. I couldn't do that like I used to back then. When I used to just stand in the fitting room for like 30 minutes, butt naked, waiting for the woman to come and look. I can't do that now. I couldn't stand in the fitting room like that now. Fuck no. Yeah. And at this point, they probably wouldn't even come and check. They probably wouldn't even come back here. Once they see me, they probably would know not to even come up in the fitting room. At this point. But, I mean, come on, man. Y'all don't think money will have something to do with this stuff? When I know a girl in 2019, this girl reaction looked like she was crying with no tears. That's how ugly she was. You know a girl get ugly when she cry, right? A lot of girls I'm talking about when they really, really cry. Like when a girl break down and cry. That's how her face looked, but she didn't have no tears. This girl wasn't seeing nothing at all. She didn't see nothing. And her face was like that. Her face looked like she was crying. I saw this with my own eyes in 2019 when I was on tour. She walked past my butt show. She thought she was going to see my butt. She thought she was going to see it. So just from thinking about seeing my butt, it had her like that. So I know they mind have something to do with this stuff. What's going on through their mind, what they thinking about, it has something to do with it. So that's why I say I need to see everything. I need to deal with these women myself. But now it's going to be way harder because they know too much. But still, even with them knowing too much, you know, once you get your money and stuff, some of the girls you might still be able to do something with. Cause we see they all ain't the same. Candy and Z and Marsha, you know, we know it. They not gonna all do the exact same thing. They might. The only thing I know for sure that they all do. Well, they gonna all strip. They gonna all get naked at them butt shows. That's the only thing they gonna all do. But the other stuff, like with personality, it's not all the same on that because we see with Z, she can talk to you, and that's the one girl that can talk to you. She got a whole movie. Well, that's why I guess that's why she could talk to you then, right? And she didn't know about the movie when she was talking to you. Same thing with Candy. So that's why I know some of these girls can talk to you. If Candy and Z could do it, I know some of the other ones can do it, but you probably need money for them. Candy and Z, they could do it without money. Damn, I was supposed to have been charging the other phone. Fuck, I just charged it at the library. Now I'm trying to make it a long video and take them to school all the way on this one because I don't not want to. I'm trying to cover everything because I don't want to make another one. I've been sitting in here a whole hour. I could have been charging the other phone. I'm tripping. I'm going to plug up this other charger. Like, nigga ain't even asking for much. Nigga ain't asking for much. It's not, they act like, okay, well, he the king. He trying to take over the whole damn world. Man, I'm asking for enough money to take care of myself. I ain't asking to rule the fucking world. Like, goddamn, this shit is unnecessary. I ain't asking to rule the fucking world. I know I'm the king, but I ain't asking to rule the fucking world. I'm asking for enough money to take care of my fucking self. Like, goddamn. They act like I'm asking for $1 billion. They act like I'm asking for what I'm supposed to be asking for. I'm supposed to be asking for $1 billion because I made $1 billion. But I'm sitting here asking for enough money just to get off the goddamn streets and get a car and a house. Just normal stuff. And they can't even handle that. They can't even handle that. White people can handle it, obviously, because you see those white people, they got you see Prince William got $1 billion house. The Queen got a $500 million house, and the other prince got a $15 million house. So white people can handle it, but black people act like they can't handle it. I don't know how black people can look at the white people. When you see what the white royalty got, the dude got $1 billion house just for his house. How can black people look at the white people? What they gonna tell the white people when the white people can show them what they royalty got? Well, look what we did for our royalty. And then you look at the black people and look at their king, and he homeless on the fucking streets after they just stole all his money. How the fuck can black people even look at white people and blame the white people? Come on, man. This shit is embarrassing in multiple ways. You can't look at the white people. The white queen got a $500 million house. Prince William got $1 billion on his house. And even Prince Harry got a $14 million house. So you can't look at the white people. Even though it's probably some white people that was doing this butt whooping shit, you still can't look at them because you see how much money they royalty got. And when it's obviously I'm a king, when that's obvious, look at the fuck they doing to me. I hope black people ain't looking at the white people to do something. I hope they not. When the fucking when the fucking white prince got $1 billion house and the queen got a $500 million house, I know black people ain't still looking at the white people to do something. I hope damn well black people ain't looking at white people to do something about this when I know the queen got a $500 million house and the other dude got a $1 billion house and you on the streets homeless. So basically what I'm saying is, when I know this situation can take everybody to hell, when I know this situation can take all the races to hell, well, it's obvious black people going first. It's obvious black people gonna go easier than the other races. It's obvious that black people gonna burn in hell easier than the other races will. When I know this can take all the races to hell, black people definitely going first. Obviously they going first. Obviously they'll go to the fire easier than the white people will, or the Mexicans, or the Asians, or the Puerto Ricans, or whoever else. Yeah, this situation could take all the races to hell, but black people obviously will go easier. They obviously will be in more trouble. So I don't want to talk about hell, because I done talked enough about that, but you know. You know what I'm saying? So, let me get back to them girls. I don't feel like talking about all that crazy stuff. I don't like talking about that stuff. But I gotta do my job. Because if I don't let them know, then I'll be in trouble. Yeah, I gotta let them know. So, but I don't like talking about that. I like talking about the girls. I like talking about, the NBA girls. That's what I like talking about. I don't like talking about no fucking, no hell and all that stuff. I don't like talking about none of that. But I gotta do it. Even the church people quiet in this situation. Somebody gotta be man enough to do it, right? Yeah, this situation make the church men look like little boys. You know, some situations can bring out the worst in people. This is obviously one of them. Bring out the worst in people. Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's for church people. It's just it'll be a shame for some people, you know, because I'm not trying to say they evil or something. The church people, it'll be a shame for them to put in all that work for the Most High, and then they mess up at the end over this situation. You know, that'd be a shame, right? You put in all that work for the Most High, and then the most important thing at the end, you completely mess it up. That's what's gonna probably happen to them church people. Cause they thought cause it was a butt comparison, it wasn't that important. Nah, man, come on. At this point, you should see it. You should know it's important.